Kind
It's
of.
a pretty big job
Yeah,
to
it
have.
is.
Yeah.
To have an
I got kinda
incestuous
scared.
relationship and be injecting
Yeah,
people.
after never
and-
having one before.
Yeah. So that only leaves a few of the deadly sins left for you to cover.
Yeah. And then, after that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be
You should
covering
not be embarrassed that at all. I'm actually
I'm
thinking
not
of getting a
embarrassed by
sex
that.
change and doing a February issue. Now, tell me about the film that you did with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, which paired them up again.
Right. See no evil, hear no evil. I got that call out of the blue, and I thought, no, they must have made a mistake. They can't want me for this picture, because
Right.
I hadn't done anything really that big to be with those two guys. But no, they did want me, and so I was thrown into this sandwich of humor and never laughed so much in my life. It was so hard to keep myself on track and in character because they were playing jokes on me all the time.
Now, I would assume that was largely Wilder. I only remember him
Actually,
from,
it wasn't. It was Pryor.
That's what I meant. It was probably Pryor. Because I have no loyalty to either. I only remember Gene Wilder, the impact that he had when I was a child in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I remember him, he was frightening in that role. I would be scared to work with Gene Wilder. I haven't chewed gum since that film.
There was no gum chewing on the set,
So can you tell us a Pryor-type experience?
Yeah. A typical Pryor-type experience was, there was this particular scene where I had to get something out of his pockets. And he was supposed to not know what I was looking for, and I was not supposed to find what I found.
Richard surprised you.
Yeah, he did. He surprised me. It was a joke. Everyone knew about it except myself, and I had to slowly slink down his body like this as I did it, and I didn't come up because they were all laughing so hard, and I was beat red, and I didn't want to have that captured on film, so I just stood there with my hands in his pocket, crying, hysterical with laughter.
Now, also, tell me about the film that you did or doing with Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn. Once again, you're injecting people. It seems to be a theme.
Yeah, these neat... Yeah, well, it's better than getting injected, I guess.
There you go. But in this, you do say that you're a veterinarian.
Yeah, I play a country veterinarian, of whom he runs back to for help to get buckshot.
Okay, let's pick it up right there after we come back from commercial with Joan Severence. We are back, and we're speaking with Joan Severence. We were, before the commercial break, talking about the new film with Goldie Hawn and Mel Gibson. We didn't get to, did we mention the title of the film?
Bird on a Wire.
Bird on a Wire.
Bird on a Wire,
And I was saying that in this thing you give him an injection because you do play a veterinarian, which is something that I think you wanted to do for real at one time.
Yeah, I studied to be a veterinarian before I got sidetracked with the rest of my life, and I never went back to it.
I hate how that happens. The rest of your life just sidetracks you from the rest of your life.
But that's like those two microphone things you were doing.
Yeah. So tell me briefly about the film. Obviously a comedy. Okay, that's enough. Obviously a comedy with Goldie Hawn.
Right. And Mel Gibson, he's known for a few comedies.
He's actually probably very good at it.
He's all improv.
Well, I'm sure it'll happen for you because you're on a roll. And,
well, we'll see.
And it's been a pleasure talking to you. Now, do you have time to stay?
Yes, I think I do.
Okay, this is great. Now, I would assume that in your lifetime, I actually know this because I read the article, that you've had one or two serious relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now with this pictorial, you'll probably have one or two more offers. And my next guest is someone who I shared also some very special time in my life with. And although we've gone our separate ways, I still consider her one of the most talented impressionists and comedians now working. Would you please welcome a very close friend, Miss Pam Madison. Pam?
You came out and it looked so cool, you know. So, yeah. Hi.
Now we have a hat trick of head tosses.
Yeah.
Pam, you brought some. Look at this. What did you bring with you? A little flying friend.
Little insects love me.
Yes,
yeah.
they do. She's friends
That's
with all
my
the
pet.
kingdoms. Pam, I think that first of all, thanks for doing the show.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
Okay, because I want to tell them that when we first discussed this, you were a little apprehensive. You know.
Well, you know, you have to admit this is a little bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. And you look great.
Oh, thanks. So do you. You look
Thank
terrific.
you.
And may I say congratulations on his show. Isn't he fabulous?
Stop.
Does he not deserve it? He is the best. Okay.
Enough about me. Tell me what's going on in Pam Madison's career.
Well, I just finished doing a national commercial.
That's great.
And...
Big bucks.
Oh,
Very big bucks.
Very big bucks. And I was on tour with Engelbert Humperdinck. He is like so hot.
Now let me ask you this. Do they really call him Inge?
Well, you know they do. Only the people who know him. Oh, God, he's so like, you have to see Jeff in the dressing room. I shouldn't be telling you this. I shouldn't, but I have to. In the dressing room, he came into my dressing room wearing G-strings. Not like the boxer shorts you used to wear.
Right.
You know, little G-strings, and he was so hot.
He just walked in a G-string?
Yeah, he did. He really did.
Really?
Yeah,
You didn't
I'm
encourage
dying.
it?
Oh. Did I encourage it?
Yeah.
Well, not really. He just came in and showed them to me.
Huh.
Yeah, really cute.
Well,
You just want to squeeze his little buns, you know?
yeah. I think we all do. Well, you'll probably work with him a lot.
Yeah, I like Engelbert, yeah.
So what else is happening for you?
Well, let's see. Well, I do have some film offers. There is a possibility of me doing a film this summer, but you know how slow things move in the business,
Sure.
you know? Yeah.
Slowly.
Pardon me?
Well, you said you know how slow things in this business move, and it's an adverb. It's when you describe how something is done, it's an adverb and it ends in ly. Slowly. I didn't mean to embarrass you. It's just that now at the show, you know, I'm just I'm hyper conscious of what people say, and so I sometimes, you know, catch mistakes when I'm listening. That's all.
Listening?
Yeah.
That's a new skill for you, Jeff. Listening.
Wait. You think I'm a poor listener?
I wouldn't say it was one of your highly developed talents.
Well, Pam, you can't smoke that in here.
Why?
Because it's an ordinance. That's why.
You know, Jeff, that's your problem. Always staying between the lines.
Well, that's fine. Fine. Just put it out.
On the other side, please.
Could you put it out, please?
No.
Time out. This is where I came in. I've seen this little farce before. I told you she was a nutbag 3 years ago. She was a nutbag then. She's a nutbag now. You hang out with her, you become a nutbag, okay? Yeah, you got movie offers. What is Viewmaster casting again? Get out of here.
Liked
Pam,
him, ever.
Pam,
liked him. Low life.
Pam,
Low
it's just
life.
Harris being Harris, okay? You're Harris. Okay? So Pam, tell me about the commercial.
And that's another thing with him. Avoidance. Avoidance.
Pam.
Avoidance.
Pam.
Avoids everything.
Pam, I'm not going to argue. You're being ridiculous.
I am not being ridiculous. You are being hurtful, Jeff.
I am not being hurtful. Was I being hurtful?
No, you just put out of this, okay? Whoa.
Pam,
what? You know, and that's another thing with you.
What?
You know what I can't stand about you,
What?
Jeff?
What? Now what?
Yeah, you always have to be right. You know, always have to be right. Don't you hate that when they always have to be right? Oh, and you love things. Look at you. Look at this. Everything is in its tidy little place. Always liked it like that, didn't you?
Yes, yes. Honestly, I think there's a certain beauty to order. Yes, I'll admit that.
Yeah, but...
On this side, please.
See?
Yeah, I know. I understand, but you are obsessed with it.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not?
No, I'm not. No,
So,
I'm not.
Jeff, I guess this wouldn't bother you, would it? That doesn't bother you, does it, Jeff?
No, not at all. This is fine. This is fine. Because these can be replaced, like certain guests. Look at this. I have balls everywhere.
You can't do anything. You can't. Well?
Are you going to say something?
Yes, I am, Jeff.
Anything?
I'm going to say something.
Yeah?
I just want to let you all know, okay, that I had a really great time on your show.
Good.
I probably had the best time of my whole life. And, you know, this is really good exposure for me.
Good, I'm glad.
Really good. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot out of this. A lot of work out of this.
You'll
and
work.
thank you for having me on the show. You were great. Thanks very much.
Ow!
And it was very nice meeting you. You're a very sweet lady. Love you. Bye-bye. Butt out.
I can't believe she knocked over the cheese ball. Any woman do that, you're lucky to get rid of her. You drop her like a bad transmission.
Yeah,
that girl was
well,
doom in the womb. That girl's trouble. It's a good thing I'm here.
Yeah, this turned out really well. And Joan, thanks for supporting me through Psychic Attack. We're going to do a nice long commercial break here. I think that's what we all need, and we'll be back after this. Thank you.